So we will investigate L'Hopital's rule together some more in class, but here's the gist of it. If you're taking the limit of a rational function, that's the limit of the derivative of those rational functions. So let's practice some examples together. So here I'm going to go ahead and name this f of x over g of x. I think it'll help you save some time with having to rewrite the function so much. So here's L'Hopital's rule. The limit as x approaches 0 of f of x equals 0. The limit as x approaches 0 of g of x equals 0. So therefore, by L'Hopital's rule, this equals the limit as x approaches 0 of f prime of x over g prime of x. And that equals the limit as x approaches 0 of 3 cosine 3x over 1. So that approaches 3, or 3 over 1. So you have to state that both limits are approaching 0 or infinity or whatever they might be approaching. That creates an indeterminate form, 0 over 0. Therefore, by L'Hopital's rule, we have the limit of the derivatives. The derivatives are these two values, and then I can do direct substitution. Okay, let's try the next one. So once again, when I see that I'm going to use L'Hopital's rule in order to save time, I'm going to go ahead and name this f of x over g of x. Once I've defined that in my problem, that's true from that statement forward. So now the limit as x approaches 1 of f of x equals 0. The limit as x approaches 1 of g of x equals 0. Therefore, we have 0 over 0, indeterminate form. Therefore, by L'Hopital's rule, this equals the limit as x approaches 1 of f prime of x over g prime of x. Well, what's f prime of x? That is 6x to the 5th over 2x. Now, what happens here, actually, I can simplify this. So this becomes the limit as x approaches 1 of 3x to the 4th, right? Simplify that. So as x approaches 1, this approaches 3. So notice, I had to first state my two limits, showing that they approach an indeterminate form. Then I state I'm using L'Hopital's rule, which is the limit of the derivatives. I take my derivatives, I simplified and plugged in 1. So L'Hopital's rule is used when we have indeterminate form limits.